Everybody! I'm here today with a simple driving lesson on how to pull up on the right and reverse. And I'll be giving you this driving lesson with bonus tips. So the skill of pulling up on the right and reversing has to do with driving on the left side of the road. Now where I live, I drive on the right side of the road. So to simulate this, I'm in an empty parking lot, completely empty parking lot, and I'll be able to drive on any side in this parking lot. It's completely empty. So I'm going to be driving on the left side of this imaginary road. We're going to pull up on the right and reverse, okay? And then I'll give you a few bonus tips at the end. So let's get right into it. I'm going to get myself into position. Now basically, on your driving test, you might be required to what's called pull up on the right and reverse, in which you're going to be driving on your left side of your road, obviously, okay? And then what you're going to do is they're going to tell you to pull up on the right and reverse whenever it's safe to do so. This is the process. I'll explain it and then I'll demonstrate it, okay? You're going to pick a safe spot to do this. Make sure it's, clear of any intersections, clear of any traffic. Pick a safe spot to do this. Then you're going to signal right. Check your rear view mirror, your right side mirror, your right blind spot, okay? You want to make sure you do all of your safety checks. Then you want to steer to the right and come to a complete stop close to the side of the road, close to the curb or the side of the road on the right side. Come to a complete stop. And then you're going to reverse. Now, how much you reverse will all depend, but as a rule of thumb, you're probably going to end up reversing about 2 car lengths, okay? Make sure you check all over before you reverse, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. And then once you're done that, they're going to tell you to proceed. In that case, you're going to do the opposite of the safety check. So you're going to signal left, check your rear view mirror, your left side mirror, your left blind spot, and then you're going to drive to on the left side. You're going to go ahead and continue driving. So we're going to pretend that we're driving on the left side of the road over here. So I'm driving on the left side of the road. We're going to pull up on the right and reverse over here. I picked that spot right there. So I'm going to signal right, check my rear view mirror, check my right side mirror, check my right blind spot, scan for traffic. I'm clear. So I'm going to steer to the right side of the road. And then as I get close to the side, I'm going to steer left to straighten my car out. Okay? I'm going to come to complete stop. I am now, and I'm going to make sure I'm still signaling right to let everyone know that that's where I'm pulled over on the right side of the road. So I've now pulled over to the right, okay? Now I'm going to reverse. Put the car in reverse. Look all along your front window and windshield area. Look behind the car. Check all of your mirrors. When it is safe to do so, I'm going to reverse 2 car lengths. So the way I do this is I look where my rear of the car is, and that's 1 car length. And continue looking around and scanning as you're reversing. So right now, this is 1 car length, and we're going to continue, and that is about 2 car lengths. Come to complete stop at this point, okay? And make sure you keep your steering wheel nice and straight as you're reversing, all right? Then they're going to say, okay, proceed to continue driving. So now I'm going to signal left, because I'm going back on the left side of the road, okay? Check my rear view mirror, my left side mirror, my left blind spot, scan in front of the car, scan behind the car. When it is safe to do so, don't be rushed. When it's safe to do so, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna steer. I put the car in drive, that's a tip. I left the car in reverse, that never happens to me, but I guess once in a while, it's gonna happen to everybody. But you're gonna steer left, and then you're gonna continue driving on the left side of the road, forward, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate one more time, a little bit faster though. Excuse me as I drive over these snow mounds over here. Woo! This is my wife's car. Well, it's both of our cars, but my wife bought this car. This was hers before we were married, before we were even dating. So hopefully she doesn't see this video. We're doing snow hop. We're doing snow hops in this bad boy right here. Okay, off-roading in a Mazda 3. So we're driving down the road over here on the left side. I pick a spot to pull over on the right, signal right, rear view mirror, right side mirror, right blind spot, turn to the right, and now as I get close to the side of the road, I turn to the left, come to a complete stop, make sure I'm still signaling right, okay? Now we're gonna reverse. Check my mirrors, scan the whole front area, scan the whole back area, put the car in reverse, make sure you're holding the steering wheel nice and straight, reverse approximately 2 car lengths. Some people will say 1.5, some people will say 2. I always say about 2 is about right. Come to complete stop. The instructor, the examiner, driving test examiner will then tell you proceed. Put the car back in drive. Signal left. Rear view mirror, left side mirror, left blind spot. You're checking for traffic, making sure you're good to go. When it is safe to do so, steer left and proceed to drive on the left side of the road. Okay? let's go through the snow mounds one more time. And that's basically it. That is how to pull over on the right, pull up on the right and reverse. It's actually a very simple process. Now for bonus tips, okay? Woo! All right. Woo! Hope my wife doesn't see this. Really hope she doesn't. She shouldn't. I release way too many videos. She never watches any of them because I just, you know, it's just like, it's like work for me, right? So anyways, bonus tips, okay? Make sure you're doing all of your safety checks, and make sure you double check what safety checks are required where you live. I told you the ones that I know of, but if you live somewhere where they require you to check both blind spots, then do it. So just figure out what's required. Make sure you're steering with 2 hands on the wheel as often as you possibly can. For the most part, you should only have to shift through the gears. That's the only time you should be taking your hands off the wheel. And make sure when you pull over, it's safe to do so. There's no rush. They will not tell you, they should not tell you to pull over right over there. They'll tell you to pull up on the right and reverse whenever it's safe to do so. So you take your time, you pick a nice spot that is, when it's safe to do so, you proceed, okay? So safety checks are important. 2 hands on the wheel are important because they help you for steering and for safety, steering smoothness and safety. And also, it's important to only do so when it's safe to do so. Do not rush yourself. Those are your bonus tips. And that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.